I think we're live. I think we're live, guys. We got to get this camera straight, get everything straightened out here. Yes, we are live. The Game Changers release date has been announced today. Today is June the 28th. The release date has been announced for the global premiere. Will be in theaters nationwide September 16th, 2019. That's right, guys. That's a Monday night. And I already got my tickets. I'm so excited. Check it out, guys. It's probably going to be glared up, but boom, I got my tickets. What time is it? I told y'all. I did a video 2 weeks ago, and I said they're going to announce the release date soon. They changed. What's up, Tank Muslix? What's up? I said they changed the tune on some of the tweets they were responding. They said it's coming soon. And then they started changing it, not just that copy and paste response. And I said, look, y'all, it's changing, man. It's the way that this team behind the film is reacting is bringing us up closer to date. And so I did a video just a couple weeks ago. Boom, the release date's coming any day now. And just like I said, guys, they announced the release date. And they dropped a new trailer. Now, I can't play the new trailer for you guys, but the link to their website with the new trailer and where you can buy tickets directly is going to be in the description to this live stream. So I just want to say, did anybody else see the trailer? Because I noticed a few things that have changed. For one, I saw Jackie Chan listed as a producer, and I also saw Novak Djokovic listed as a producer. So we're looking at some new names on this thing, man. We're looking at some big names coming in on this thing. Yeah, it's a big deal, man. This film is going to be huge. And there's a lot of things I want to touch on. I mean, I've already thought about so many videos I can make just from having seen the trailer. For one, it cuts in with Arnold Schwarzenegger talking at the beginning, and it shows clips of modern advertising for fast food. And I swear, you guys, one of those clips is from a Subway commercial where they're like, steak. And maybe Arby's or some other ones. I'm not sure who they got on there, but man, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know if anybody noticed, but Quiznos was trending on Twitter, and I think Quiznos is almost completely out of business now. And if you guys remember, Quiznos was the original toasted sub, and their business was really like those big subs with the meat. Like back in the day, I don't know if y'all notice how this has changed. Back in the day, Subway, what's going on with Subway, y'all? Back in the day, they used to be like eat fresh. Their pictures showed a bunch of vegetables, and then they had that guy who lost a bunch of weight. I think he got caught up in like some sort of a sex scandal or something. But Subway used to be about vegetables. And then now, go look at Subway's advertising now. They're on that Quiznos path to quick street to bankruptcy with that like steak. Like what happened to Quiznos, man? I don't know. But Subway, if I was on that tip, I would be changing my tune pretty quick. Somebody asked if I've seen From the Ground Up. No, I haven't seen that film yet. If anybody wants to drop any comments and let us know how that documentary went or that film, how it is, definitely let us know. Yeah, think about it, guys. Subway has totally changed their marketing in the past 5 years or so. I drive by a billboard on the interstate, and it's like Subway steak. It's like, dude, whatever happened to Eat Fresh, man? And so, yeah, the Game Changers is coming, man, and they're putting that on blast. They're putting all that Arby's, we have the meat, the Subway nonsense. They're putting that on blast. Maybe not by name, but people are gonna know it when they see it, man. They're gonna know it when Arnold Schwarzenegger is putting it in their face. Yeah, true story. Gerald says they have a new vegan sub at Subway. I shouldn't bash on Subway so hard. They have like a vegan patty now. It's not a fake burger, but it's like a veggie patty sub. Cause I saw Healthy Crazy Cool. Miles from Healthy Crazy Cool did a challenge where I think it was Brian Turner challenged him to go to Subway and get that Subway sub. Let's see. Yeah, I would have liked to see Tony Robbins be vegan. He also got caught up in the Me Too movement. Let me scroll up because I missed a couple of y'all's comments. So Taint Musics asks, do you know what kind of distribution the film is getting, regular theaters or art house? All right, so to answer that question, guys, if you went back and watched my very first announcement about this film and the release date, the very first video I did about the release date, I speculated at that time that what we were going to see was a limited theatrical premiere, meaning select cities would get this movie in theaters, okay? And what I said back all the way back then is that, guys, if this movie comes to your city, buy tickets immediately. Buy your tickets immediately is what I said, because there's a chance that based on a limited theatrical premiere that they might do a larger theatrical rollout. Now that's just speculation on my part, because you guys know that documentaries usually don't bring big box office sales, but this one could be different. And so and I look when I looked on for my city, it was in 3 separate theaters. Now they were in Regal Cinemas near me, so they're probably in Regal Cinemas near you too. So there's a link in the description right now already on this live stream to get tickets. You can get them right through that link at the Game Changers website. And I just got my tickets, guys. I got 2 tickets. I got badass seats. It let me reserve the seats, and so I took the back row joints. See that? Yeah, I'll be there, man. So I took the back row joints. Stadium style seating's got 1 huge block in the front, and then 2 clusters in the back, and I took the center aisle front row of that back row, so I'll be in the center but still far enough back. You know, I got to get up and stretch and move around, not trying to get kilt up in the theater. Got to keep it stretching, keep the head on a swivel, for sure. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire, y'all. I'm so excited, man. I've been knowing that this film was gonna be powerful ever since I first saw the initial premiere. Yeah, not quite. I can't buy your tickets, man. You got to get them yourself through the website. And they do take PayPal. I didn't even have to create an account through the Adam Tickets website. I literally just went, clicked the seats I wanted. It had me put my name in, and then I checked out with PayPal. It took like 15 seconds. So guys, that's first order of business is get your tickets now. If you are thinking about seeing this film, support it at this initial phase, because for one, people are going to be talking about this film. This film is going to break necks. And if you get your tickets now, if these start selling out in cities, then we might see a larger theatrical rollout, which I would really like to see. Yes, Produce No Pills. It is September 16th, which is a Monday. Maria Angelova says she got her tickets. Yes, indeed. I'm glad to hear you got your tickets already. Yeah, guys. I'm just scrolling through some of the comments so far. I don't want to miss y'all. Nick says there's no Canadian showings. Nick, is that just in your city, or are you in like a small town somewhere? So give me some more details on that. Next Time Tech. Waiting forever. You know I've been waiting for this, man. I've been pumping videos trying to build some hype for this film, and I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to put my energy into creating some space for this film on YouTube so we could populate the results on when people search for this film, and they're going to find some real perspectives on it from somebody like me, just a normal person, you know? And that's what's one of the things that I think is going to be funny, is to watch the reaction to this film. Guys, I already did a video about the critics trying to act like this film was a dud, and it was some tubby SJW beta male critic on Rotten who staff, not even staff writes for Rotten Tomatoes. He's like he does it on the side. And he was saying something about like having a hard penis doesn't mean masculinity. Like, okay, buddy. And then he was like, I don't want to give up my steak. Like, yeah, we know. Yeah, let's see what we got here. We got some more people chiming in. Do you know why there were so many delays? This movie has been in production for years. V Noble asks. All right, V Noble, I can answer that question a little bit just based on my experience on what I saw. So when I started digging into this film, I found an ancient interview between the producer, James, and Rich Roll. So James went on Rich Roll's podcast, and this was one of, I think it was the very first Rich Roll podcast that actually had video. Literally, they're actually laughing about taking video because I don't think Rich had ever taken video for his podcast before. They'd been audio only up until that point. So I want to say like 2010 or 2011. Yeah, I'm going to put it in that time frame, maybe 2012, when James Wilkes was on the Rich Roll podcast. So I watched that whole podcast, and at the very beginning, Rich talks about James is working on a film, and then at the very end of the podcast, they start talking about it a little more. And what they say is that at that point, James Wilkes had been working on the film for a couple years. He had this idea for a film, and you have to understand, guys, the reason that this took so long is that this is something that's been kind of stewing. It's been stewing in James Wilkes' mind for years and years. And the first time that he tried to make the film, he went and made an entire film. But then he started getting more people involved. And you know how a project like this can gain steam. So you start doing it, and then all of a sudden a big name wants to jump on board. You know, so when he made the film the first time, he didn't have James Cameron. He didn't have Louis C. Hoyos. He didn't have Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, so he starts getting some names attached to the film. And then all of a sudden people like Arnold Schwarzenegger are trying to sign on to the film, trying to play a role in waking people up about health and nutrition and having a discussion about certain things regarding male sexual performance that are actually going to wake people up. Like, how do you get people to care about what they eat, man, when there's a Subway billboard on the highway that's like, steak, get steak. You gotta get people's attention. And so once some big names started getting attached to the film, it became a more serious project, y'all. Yeah, it became a much more serious project. And when you start having names like James Cameron and Arnold Schwarzenegger attached to the film, you got to get it right, man. You got to get it right. And I think what happened was they had made the new final cut of the film. I say the new final cut, but the one that premiered at Sundance last year in January. And that film was good. I mean, that film largely got a good reception, except for that SJW film critic that I was joking on in that other video. And so what ended up happening was some of the people in that film fell off, man. Some of the people in the film fell off. I think originally Tim Sheaf was supposed to be in the film. You know, this is just hearsay, just my take on it from the side. Just from the sidelines. I'm not involved with the project, but doing a little grassroots promoting. I think Tim Sheaf was involved with the film project. And he kind of went off the rocker, man. He kind of lost his cool and started talking about flat Earth and some stuff that isn't really scientifically sound or based in reality. I think he lost his marbles a little bit there for a while, and that can happen. That can happen when you starve yourself. So eat food, eat whole plant foods. That's a step in the right direction. Eat calories so you don't go crazy from starvation or fasting, especially when you're already in good shape to begin with. Like, if you're already in great shape, then probably should just keep eating good food and working out and getting your nutrition. And then you don't get knocked off of a film project that's going to change the entire landscape and discussion of nutrition over the next couple years. This thing is going to smash the impact that What the Health had, in my opinion. I think this is going to be the most controversial film of the year. That's why I got my tickets. That's why I got good seats, because it's on. It's on for your life out there when it comes to what you put in your mouth. It could cost you everything if you're not careful nowadays. And it's not like one meal is going to make or break you guys. It's about momentum. It's about health momentum. And so if you're trying to get your health on track, you got to start building that momentum up again by eating lots of whole foods, guys. Whole plant foods has really dramatically changed my health. And I've done some videos on it. I'll be doing more videos on it. And I'm just excited that this film is coming out. I mean, there's so many words I could put together here, but I think you guys know this film is going to be big. James Wilkes, thank you, man. Let me just say thank you right now for putting this film together, for having this idea and making it reach people. Yeah. Let me scroll through some of these comments because a lot of them have been coming through while I was talking. Nick says, I'm sure it'll come to Canada soon. Nick, keep me updated, man. Let me know if tickets do become available for a theatrical release or if it's going to be US only. This is just for the theater release we're talking about, guys. Nick said he's in Toronto. Gerard says, only message convincing for meat is the idea that animal proteins are more bioavailable. Aside from that, lots of pro-inflammatory compounds, stuff promoting cancer and CVD. It's funny you say that. I have often questioned whether or not meat alone would constitute a pro-inflammatory response in the human body. And we recently saw the experiment where two people switched, one from a vegan, one to carnivore, and back. And yeah, it did look like there was the CRP, HSCRP, the marker of inflammation, went up in the person who went to the carnivore diet. So, I'm not going to say that's definitive, but I think there's a lot of factors at play, guys. What do you cook your steaks in? Things like that. Because here's why I say that. Rhonda Patrick's was on the Joe Rogan podcast a long time ago, a couple years back, and she was saying how she was attributing the inflammation not to animal products, but I think she has an affinity towards slightly lower carb diets. There may be some bias there. She's very objective though, and I really do like her perspective. So I'm not gonna bash on Rhonda Patrick's, but I was surprised that she didn't finger animal products as pro-inflammatory. If the research was strong, I think she would have mentioned it. Yeah, produce not pills says, thanks for going live. It is showing close to me. I'm gonna buy a ticket. Dude, buy 2 tickets, man. Buy 2 tickets. And bring a lady friend. She will be impressed by the strength of your erection. Not in the theater though. That would be inappropriate. I don't know though. If you start seeing Nema Delgado, guys, rock hard, man, instantly. Nah, I don't swing that way. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. Just having fun with y'all a little bit. Check out Arnold Schwarzenegger's Instagram. He posted about the Game Changers movie. Thank you, Gary Reeves. Yes, everybody check out Arnold Schwarzenegger's Instagram. James Cameron lives in New Zealand. We're so proud to have him here. Tricia Francesca Jardine. Yeah. I would love to come visit New Zealand sometime. Drop me a ticket. Let me ask you a question. You're in New Zealand. Can you get tickets to the Game Changers premiere in New Zealand? Hazen says he finally got his tickets. Yes. Caleb says, are you a utilitarian or a deontologist? A utilitarian, like in terms of like Immanuel Kant? I don't know. I can't say definitively yes, but you know, a lot of those guys were very, very strong advocates of central government, and I consider myself slightly anarchist. Kind of not with the whole big government thing, but that's just me. Politics aside, guys, we're talking about this movie right now. The movie will crush the ignorance into a smoky dust. Jeffrey Carfagna. Yeah, I probably said that wrong. Thank you, Jeffrey. I hope it does. Trisha says it's going to wake people up about climate change too, and the huge role of animal agriculture in wrecking our habitat and species extinction. All right, that Trisha, that's a great comment. Let me just add a note onto that. Have any of y'all seen any of Louis C. Hoyos's other films? Oh my gosh, he did a film called Racing Extinction. And the last time I checked, there was a version of it on YouTube that was basically the complete film, but they had cut the song out of the closing credits to get it up on YouTube without catching the thing that pulls it down, the algorithm. So if you can find it on YouTube, definitely watch Louis C. Hoyos Racing Extinction. That is a powerful film, man. It gets into what we do for food, what we do to animals for poaching, shark fin soup. I mean, I couldn't believe the stuff they showed in that film with hidden cameras. Let's see. Tulips says, yeah, it's coming to my city. I will buy 6 tickets. Yes, Tulips, that's what I like to hear. Cop 6 tickets and bring some friends. Mark Galemore says From the Ground Up is available on Amazon to watch. I'm going to have to check that out. I have not seen that yet. Impossible Foods should sponsor some track and field athletes. You know, they're going to get that kind of exposure. They're going to start having athletes that represent their brands, I'm sure. Plant-based meats are becoming so big that it's not even a question. Guys, it is like, it's been about 98 degrees here outside. I've been outside sweating all day. And my apartment does not have, I have air conditioning, but I don't want to cut it on right now. I'm trying to save some money. And it's about 100 degrees in my apartment right now. Wacko Jacko. I haven't tuned into his channel in a while. Oh yeah, Race Lover said he's getting shouted out. Georgianne Collette, thank you for tuning in. How are you doing? Jutaru says Jacko is a Muppet. I thought Jacko was pretty cool, man. I do feel like every time I tuned into his channel, he was eating vegan junk food, though. But I didn't watch that much of his stuff, so I can't really say definitively that that's what his problem was. Trisha says, or Carmine says, I'm in Toronto too. Only see Buffalo or Rochester as closest options for us. So guys, it looks like if you're in Canada, the theatrical release may not be coming there. They may not have distribution in Canada yet. So if you're close to the border, I would encourage you guys to swing down to Buffalo, swing down to Rochester, get your tickets. It'll be worth the trip. If you're going to drive through the border, it's not that hard. I'm sure you guys do that on the weekends anyways. Someone says, Trisha says, tickets, if they have a premiere in Wellington, I will fly up. That would be great. That would be great. Sam V says From the Ground Up is not available on Amazon Prime in Canada. Mark Galemore says James Cameron actually lives in California. He just bought property in New Zealand but doesn't live there. Yeah, Tame Muslix, you know what it is. I see your comment. I'm not going to bring that back, though. Jeffrey, yeah, pronounced it correctly. You're welcome. Patrick, jump at. Only U.S. tickets on sale right now. International tickets coming in the next couple days. Okay, so, guys, unconfirmed sources have confirmed that international tickets will be available soon. I should have known that or said that before I started saying that it's not available in Canada. But if you're in Canada, be patient. Rest assured, I'm fairly certain there are Regal cinemas in Canada, and they will be coming soon. Let's see. Catching up on these comments, guys. Susie Amy Cameron owns a vegan shoe shop in California. Mark, bringing up a great point, which I would like to cover on this channel in the future, which is vegan footwear, especially as a man. I'm looking for some game boots, man. Some like boots that I can game in, if that makes sense. I need something not athletic shoe like that I can wear to a hop in venue. You know, I can't be in the club wearing the shoes I wear to the gym. No. And so I need some boots, like some Chelsea boots or something a little more formal for some events of recreational purpose. And I've been looking, and I don't have it yet. I haven't gotten them yet, but there is an online shoe store called Avisu. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's spelled Avesu, and it's based out of Germany or Denmark or somewhere. It's over in Europe. So the shipping is kind of expensive. I think it was $30 to get a pair of shoes shipped to the United States. And I'm always apprehensive about buying shoes on the internet, especially boots, which I don't wear a lot. I wear an 11.5, 12, but I usually wear an 11.5 wide. Yeah, I got that wide foot, the wide feet. And so, you know, boots are sometimes more narrow. You guys, if you're looking for vegan footwear, though, I would check out Avisu for sure. I'm definitely looking for a pair of boots. If anybody has any other tips, then let me know. Let's see. We're getting closer. Joseph Smith, thank you. Very cute. Very cute. With your anonymous avatar. Your impact online is so huge, man. Keep doing what you do. Plant-Based Gabriel jumped on the premiere. I'm just catching up to the comments. He says, need a date for the premiere. Plant-Based Gabriel, also based out of Richmond, Virginia. You guys, if you're not familiar with Plant-Based Gabriel, I'm going to have to address that right now. You need to address that right now and subscribe to Plant-Based Gabriel. Some of the best recipes, hands down. They're all whole foods, plant-based recipes, 100% vegan recipes that do not contain oil, guys. I know a lot of y'all are looking for those recipes, the healthy ones that are also good. You want the good ones? You need to check out Plant-Based Gabriel. He's got those oil-free, whole foods, plant-based recipes. And I've eaten at his house before when he had some burgers going and some riblet type stuff in an Instant Pot. Dude, his burgers were the best plant-based burgers I have ever had. So, and I've actually been working on some burger recipes. I'm trying to come up on you, Plant-Based Gabriel. But I still haven't topped your recipes yet. Okay. He asked, do I need a date for the premiere? I'll tell you what, man. I got tickets for the Virginia Center location. I just realized I'm like broadcasting this to the world. Come see me. Come see me if you want to, man. But Plant-Based Gabriel, if I actually thought about texting you when I was booking the tickets, because I think where you live, the Midlothian locations are going to be closer. But I don't like to cross the river. What can I say? So if you want to do VCC, let me know, man. I'm taking a date, but if you want to be there with Dr. Miller, then we can all get together. I'll tell you what seats I got, man. Text me. Send me a text. And then for all y'all out there, subscribe to Plant-Based Gabriel. He's got a great presence on YouTube and Facebook. You can catch him on other platforms too, like Instagram. No doubt. Check out this guy's blog. James and Susie have an organic produce farm in New Zealand and a vegan school in LA. Really? Yeah, dude, a long time ago, somebody around the time I did those first videos about this film, somebody came on, I think it was Healthy Species, and left a long comment talking about Susie Cameron's vegan activism, and she is an amazing person. And James is right there with her, man. He's up to speed on what time it is. Let's see where we are. Race Lover says Plant-Based Gabriel and Red Pill Vegan are an item now if Red says yes. That's funny, man. Plant-Based Gabriel's taken. I would definitely take him to a date. But he's taken. He's already taken. He's married, y'all. He's married. Produce Not Pill says love Plant-Based Gabriel. Very glad to hear y'all already know what time it is. You already tuned in. Trisha Francesca Jardine says He lives part of the year here in New Zealand, talking about James Cameron, and worked on Avatar in Wellington. That I can confirm is a true story. He did work on Avatar in New Zealand. Lots of people shouting out the movie from the ground up. It looks like I'm going to have to see that, guys. I'm definitely going to have to see that. Produce, not pills. Keep trying to get those tickets. I think you'll get it. Race lever. Yes, Crocs are vegan. I have a pair of Crocs. I think they are unstylish. There's another brand of shoes that's made out of the same material as Crocs called Natives, and I did a shoe review on those a while back. Check out my Native Jefferson shoe review. They look like Converse All-Stars, but they're made out of the same material as Crocs. If you're like me and you don't like Crocs, then that's the way to go. But they're Crocs, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's better than a lot of other shoes. But I need some game boots, man. Need some game boots. Let's see. Rebecca's World got a purple pair of Doc Martens from Moo Shoes. That's correct. I believe Doc Martens does have some vegan options. I think they're pretty well known for those. Guys are shouting out Vibram Five Fingers. I never could get into those, man. Sam says, "Do you lean towards the guys?" Nope, do not. I'm a ladies man. You know how it is around here. This is red pill vegan, guys. This is not rainbow vegan. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I laugh about it, man. I laugh about it. It's not how I do it though. My confidence is just there that I don't care if I joke about. I do gay jokes. I have like a gay voice. Not that gay people have a specific voice, but I don't put that out there. It's like kind of a funny thing that I do. It's actually whenever I try to do an impression of someone else, for some reason it just comes in like a kind of sounds like that. I get the lisp. Somebody said Crocs are the most stylish shoes in history. Nah, man. Nah, you can't wear Crocs when you're out there in the field, man. Not happening. That's like your pajama bottoms and white and tank top shoes. Guys, I'm sweating so much, man. I'm so excited for this premiere. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for the Game Changers? I just streamed for like a half hour. I got to go to work here. I got to do some extra work. I'm supposed to be doing a video for you guys. Supposed to be doing the voiceover on a video, but instead I'm sitting here sweating on a live stream. Guys, I got my tickets to the Game Changers, and I covered all your questions. Thank you guys for turning up and turning out for this live stream. You know what time it is, guys. I got some new videos coming. I'm not going to spill the beans on what I'm working on because it's not quite that time yet. But Sonia, I saw you reply on the plant-based news video where I said, I told y'all what time it is. And you said, I got my tickets. I saw you. Yeah, I got my tickets. I just ate a massive amount of chickpeas and basmati rice and a big pot of Brussels sprouts with some mushrooms and peppers and tahini drizzled on top. Going full, healthy, crazy, cool. Only I do the white rice around here. I do the basmati rice around here. Not scared of that. I do that. But the Game Changers is actually coming out, guys. And this is going to crack into the mainstream audience. This is really going to make a difference. People are not going to be ignoring this film. People are going to be turning heads. And the reaction that this film is going to get is going to be very, very loud. Very loud. I've already got some stuff in the works that I already know some of the arguments that are going to come out against this film because I've seen them used in the past in different venues for different reasons, and I'm thinking about doing a video showing how these people are going to react, how the low carb people are going to react to this film. You know they're going to blame the carbs. They're going to blame the carbs, man. That's what they do. That's what they're good at. They blame the carbs. Yeah, Jeffrey says it's gonna tick off a few people. You're exactly right. Yeah, anti-vegan athletes are already practicing more to better their performance. I didn't know there were any anti-vegan athletes. I guess you could toss Sean Baker in that camp, but sad. What's up, Aura? All right, guys, I'm about to check out. Here's what I want you to do. If you haven't already, I've got an entire playlist set up about the Game Changers, covering the release date information, some of the film reviews that have already come out, that bizarre SJW critique where the guy tried to blast the film. I put him on blast because we're not running away from this film. We're running towards it because it's about to come out. I've got a video with the Lost interview with James Wilkes from the Rich Roll podcast from way back before this film even had big names attached to it. And all of this is piled up in a playlist that I've got, the Game Changers playlist. So what I'm going to do is put a link to the Game Changers playlist at the end of this live stream. So if you made it to the end of this live stream, thank you. I appreciate you, but I want you to check out some more videos about the Game Changers because I got some heat coming for you guys. Not just on this film, but it's coming. So click the link. It's going to pop up right here. Pop up right here for the Game Changers playlist. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. You know, it's an earthquake, guys. Y'all know what time it is. Red pill vegan. Next. Oh, hold on. Right before I get off the live stream, Chandra got to drop me a super chat. Thank you, Chandra. I hope I said your name right. You're the best. Why'd you hit me with that at the end? I would have given you a shout out 10 minutes ago. Guys, thank you guys so much. Check out the Game Changers playlist. I'm gonna load it right here, guys. It's not gonna be over there like I said before. It's gonna be right here. Chandra, come back and watch the live stream over again. All right, I'm gonna bounce. I'll catch you guys later.